Have you ever engaged in behaviors that you don't like, or you know that these are the behaviors which are wrong, right? I mean, internally, consciously, you know I should not be doing these behaviors, but somehow you even promise yourself that I'm not going to do this behavior at work, with my kids, with my spouse, with people, to myself. But somehow when that situation occurs, or when you meet that person, or when you're in that environment, you just snap, and then again you go and create that negative behavior. So in this Alive and Fearless Monday, I want to help you change any behavior that you don't like or know that it is wrong, and you're really frustrated about it, but somehow you're not able to change. So I'm going to share with you 4 techniques why and how you need to change these behaviors, and how it is easy if you learn the techniques, if you start practicing. And these are basically the behaviors which are giving you the results that you don't want or don't like in your life. Because if you continue doing these behaviors which you don't like, or you know it's wrong, but yeah, I get your intention is good, but if you're not changing the behavior, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to get the results that you really want in your own life, in your personal life, with your relationship, with your health, with your work. So let's look at what is the impact of these negative behaviors, right? Because any result that you want to change is linked to a behavior. And if you are not changing your behavior, please understand that the result is not going to change. So let's talk about what do you do. What are the 4 ways, 4 steps that you can immediately take in your mind in order to start changing your behavior? So step number 1 is what people seldom, don't realize. Step number 1 is, when you don't like a behavior, you have to understand it has to be kind of detected, and it has to be known, okay, I did this wrong, or this is the negative behavior that I want to change. And often these behaviors do come from a source which is negative, right? If you look at any behavior which you don't like, and if you know it is wrong, and if you think about it, there is a negative source. It could be maybe you're frustrated, or maybe there is something else which is directing this negative behavior, which is fueling this negative behavior. You're upset with some other area of your life which you're kind of venting it out in the other area which you don't want to. So the first step is to keep in mind, what is that behavior which I don't like, and which I know is wrong, and which I want to change. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is you want to identify what is fueling that, right? What is fueling my behavior, right? For example, I see a lot of parents getting angry on children, but actually it's not the child which is fueling your negative behavior. It is your own frustrations. Sometimes you snap at work, in your business or on the job, and it's not really your colleague or your boss. It could be a relationship at home. It could be your health. It could be you're in the wrong job or business and you don't like it. So find out what is that source which is fueling the negative or the wrong behaviors. And often those sources are negative. It could be a negative experience, right? It could be a negative friend. It could be a bad experience in the past that you're still not over, which is kind of getting you irritated and frustrated, and you're venting out on people who you don't want to, and it's harming you even further. So step 2 is identifying what is fueling this behavior, and it might take some time for you to kind of sit down and understand, why am I behaving this negative way? Why am I doing this which I don't like and which I know is wrong, and it's not helping me in my life? Step number 3, which is the most important step, is you need to create a new positive, effective behavior. So you need to think, okay, I've identified this behavior, what is fueling this negative behavior or wrong behavior which I don't want to do, and then what alternate behavior can I behave, right? And this part is what people miss out. I don't like to do this, great, then what do you want to do? Oh, I've never thought about it. So think about an alternate behavior, and often when people think about an alternate behavior, they do not think about effective, positive alternate behavior, right? They're like, okay, you know what, if people don't listen, then I'm going to just yell. If they still don't understand, I'm going to start abusing, or I'm going to run away from the situation, or I'm just going to not talk, right? Give a silent treatment. These are not positive, effective behaviors. So you want to think about it, take some time and think, okay, what is the more positive and effective behaviors? And again, understand from step 1, this behavior has to be something which you like and which you know is not wrong. Like, so you're happy doing that behavior. So step number 3, very important, create a positive, effective behavior. And then step number 4, which is the last step, is now you're going to go and behave it, right? Either you can go immediately and behave if you can, or you are going to wait for the situation. You're going to wait to go to work. You're going to wait to go to your spouse. You're going to wait to have that environment or opportunity for you to behave in that particular way that you've created. Step number 2, you're going to behave. So these are the 4 steps, right? Step number 1 is you want to identify exactly what is that behavior which I want to change. Step number 2 is you want to identify, kind of detect the source, investigate as to what is fueling this negative behavior. Step number 3, you want to create a positive, effective behavior. And step number 4, you want to go and behave. Now, having said this, this all happens in your mind. You have to take time out. It cannot be hustle bustle and you're running around and you're going to do this. You have to take some time out and think. You might even want to write it down, right? After you create this new behavior, now you want to go and behave. It's not going to happen automatically. It's not going to be like a walk in the park. You know what? I've always been used to behaving this negative behavior, and now suddenly I've created this new behavior. So is it going to happen? Maybe yes, maybe no. So you have to have patience, right? You need to trust yourself, trust the process, put some effort, do it. If you don't, if you fail, and a lot of times people come in training program and say, hey, this doesn't work. I'm like, how many times have you tried it? How many times have you given a shot? Like 1, twice, it didn't work. So my question to you is, are you going to go back to the old negative behavior which you hate, you don't like, and which you know is wrong? Of course not, right? You know that's already something which is wrong, which you don't like. So you might as well stick to this new behavior, which is more positive and effective, and get at it. So because of neurological and biological habit, your mind is wired in that particular way. You'll have to push a little bit, and once you push and you go at it for some time, maybe, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 10 attempts, really depends on how strong your old behavior is, you will see the change, you will see the shift. And once you produce a behavior, you start producing, you behave something which you like, which you're happy about, which is not wrong, which you're completely fully satisfied and confident about, you will automatically see that the results linked to that behavior changes. It could be in your personal life, it could be in your relationships, it could be in your health, at work, I don't know, whichever area is that you want your results, this will help you get the behavior which you like and eliminate any negative and wrong behavior which you are struggling with. I hope this video helps you, and this week you're more alive and fearless. You activate these 4 steps and start identifying the behaviors which you don't like and start changing the behavior. And once you change your behavior, you start changing your life, changing your results. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Go to mutsabadi.com and opt in for more free training resources and updates. Share this video with someone whom you feel is struggling and doing the same behavior and is not able to change. Maybe it'll help and give him or her more opportunity to change. Thank you so much for watching. Stay alive, stay fearless, dream big, stay strong, and I'll see you soon in the next Alive and Fearless Monday.